Hello, y'all. This is going to be unfiltered because this is the first time I'm making this on video. So everyone talk about the boudin balls, and everyone talks, it really mainly has the flaming hot ones. Let me give you an example. They normally do these, but I decided, why not make a Taco Tuesday ball? Okay, so basically I'm going to use beef instead of pork, and I'm going to have all of the fixings like we're making a taco. The tomato, the onion, the cilantro. People don't always like onion. I have a lime here, and then I have the lettuce. We are not going to put that in, but we're just going to make it do what it do. So basically, what you want to do is, I'm going to use these. I'm going to use the pizza cheese puffs, and I'm going to crunch them all up. This is just a bowl that I have on the side because I kind of, when I'm done with them in the grease, I also like to add a little fresh layer on top. That's just my preference because I season mine differently. I actually season mine. I do have a regular grocery bag where I crunched up a fresh bag, and then I have my mix, which is the beef seasoned with the taco and my regular seasonings. I have an egg that I beat up. I have flour. You definitely need the flour and the egg. You cannot skip this part. So I also have grease heating up on that stove. You're going to want a deep dish, not a shallow, because they're balls, meaning they're going to bounce, they're going to form, and you want as much of it cooked at once as possible. I like to do my own little thug thizzle. So I also have melted down cheese. And when I say melted down cheese, meaning I put a little milk at the bottom of the pan, and I take my cheese, insert it, and I melt it to make it like nacho cheese. Or you can get the can of nacho cheese. However, I like my food. I love when people be like, ooh, that tastes good. Like, I like my food to have a flavor and a taste that tastes less processed. So I kind of like to use natural ingredients. So make sure your hands are clean. My hands are clean. You take your mix. It's going to seem like it's not forming into a ball, but it will form. Make a ball. My last balls were extremely large. We're going to make these a little smaller, but large enough. So I'm going to form it and turn it into a ball. Okay? Now when I do this, I can't think of it if it's egg. I might do a few of these, and then, because I want to drop them in the grease quickly. My mat is too big. I have an extra large mat that I use for my candied apples and candied grapes. Okay, I'm not going to use that. That's too big. It's also a measuring mat. Like, I can measure if I make homemade dough bread. So normally my balls are like huge monsters. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to have a small ball. Large but small. And I'm just going to measure it with eyesight. And I'm going to press firmly. Now in order to bind it, you're going to add in your mix. This is my secret, but I added dirty rice. I added, so basically you cook your dirty rice like you're cooking it, and get the box, get the beef, cook your dirty rice. Then I added extra beef, in which I seasoned it with the taco, formed it into a little ball. So it's gonna melt. In the middle is gonna be so cheesy. You do have to add a binder, which means you're gonna need a cracker or a bread. I do use a cracker and I use the one that is not off-brand. So I kind of don't use great value stuff. If I'm already frying something that's kind of like unhealthy, I'm not going to add on with extra unhealthy. So to me, eyesight level, they're all forming a ball that looks the same in size, just about the same. I don't like food to go to waste, so I'm thinking I'm only going to make 4 of these because somebody in here, my partner, we're not going to say any names, likes to waste food. There you have it. Another ball. That one's a bit smaller than the others. So we can just pack on a little punch. And it's actually not enough to save, so I'm going to use the last remaining to form a ball that's probably going to be smaller than all the others. A little mini ball. Now, I was thinking of adding the tomato in it, but I didn't want to, like, fry it. So I'm like, we'll do the tomatoes at the end. Take one intermission. I am drinking by myself because my partner is online. Testing my grease. Because you need to pour up yourself some.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pour your own.
Because my partner is delayed.
Close the screen, the door, because the fly is getting in here. And now I'm about to turn into one of Kill Bill's girls, Charlie Angels. Okay. I can't remember if they did like egg wash, flour, then egg wash. I'm thinking it's egg wash, flour, or should it be flour, egg wash? I'm going to do flour, egg wash. So we're going to flour your ball, which we have this flour. No, we're going to do egg wash, flour, then egg wash. Then flour, then Buddha ball, then Cheetos. Cheetos, that's how they do it. I remember. And then we tack on the punch. It can get messy, but that's okay, girl. You know what? It makes sense to just have egg wash and then the Cheetos. Excuse you. We have side cooks that can comment on it but not get up and do it in the background, y'all. So if you hear me talking, I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to the side cooks. So we're gonna do flour. We're gonna do egg wash. We're gonna do a little flour again because that binds it into a ball so it doesn't break down. We're gonna do egg wash again. After the egg wash, then we're gonna do Cheetos. That helps them stick. So side cook was correct. So when they're sticking looking like this. What side cook didn't do right was make sure it was all crunched up. Here's the second one. We're gonna take another. We're gonna do flour. Mind you, when we rolled it into a ball, there's no flour or anything, so we're gonna roll it, make sure it's evenly coated in the egg wash. We're gonna flour again. We're going to egg wash again. Make sure it's fully coated in that egg wash. We're gonna put it in our pizza puffs. Those are beautiful and orange. Take one more. We're gonna flour lightly. I always give it a little shake because I don't like all that flour. And they don't taste like that. They actually taste good. And I actually don't like a lot of junk food. But this is my first time doing the taco one. So I have no idea how this is going to taste. But I will let you know. We will let you know. So we have two different opinions. And don't worry, side cook tells the truth. If it's nasty, side cook doesn't say it's nasty. Your name is side cook. It's okay if you pat it down so it's smooth. The only thing that isn't smooth is my fingers. We're gonna take mini ball. We're gonna do it just in case we want to share with the dog. Oops. Y'all saw me make a mistake. Because I was talking too much. But it's okay, it still ended up coated. Now let me get this off my fingers because I'm looking like I have an extra hand. Okay, hands are clear. I am relieved. Okay, no one likes all that gunk packed on their hands. So here we have these, right? So I'm gonna bring you a little closer. Join in. Our stuff is boxed up because we were supposed to get painted today, unfortunately. We got set up. So, grease are popping. Popping grease, right? Make sure your grease is hot. We don't want warm grease. We want hot grease. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm actually scared of the grease right now, so I'm gonna get some tongs. If you fear grease, don't be ashamed. Okay? So, bam. Set that down. Let that simmer. Set this down. We kind of want it to have the same cooking time. And your grease is definitely going to rise, so be careful. Your oil. Let's see if I could turn on the light for you. We're going to put ball number 4 in there. Ball number 5 will have to be alone. We're gonna let that cook. Check your product. Okay. Okay, Auntie got it going on. So I turned my cheese up a little bit because as I turned it down, it was still, you know, cooling off, and it's not as melty when it cools off. So, mind you, I like my balls orangey. So, instead of taking them out, putting them on a plate right away, some people leave theirs like this. I'm not. I'm going to give it a coat with cheese that wasn't in the raw egg. I just want one more coat on it. And I want this coat on it while it's hot. Fresh off the grease. Hot. They're actually smaller. The flour expands them. They're smaller, but it's one itty mini one right here that you can have if you don't want that. But they're big. They're not small at all. But the flour expands them. These are actually smaller than you. Have you seen the one Kevin Gates had? None of them are supposed to be small. That's why they're called boudin. Cheese. Oh, sour cream is good, but no extra cheese. Should I put sour cream in there? That should do. For a bird. You could come over here though. Come help me. Put some sour cream in a little bowl. Do you wanna inject the sour cream in them, or yeah, that'd be dope. And just have the cheese on the side. Okay, I'm gonna cut off my stove. I'm going to take this one. Mind you, the meat was already cooked, so you really don't need to leave these in so long, but long enough to where the cheese is melting. And they cool off fast, so you don't want a boudin ball that's cold, because then you're not going to get the stringy cheese effect. That's not going to happen. So you kind of want to move fast. All right. We've moved fast. I placed this right here. Over there.
Well, how is gonna stick it up, bro?
What?
How is gonna stick it up?
I can't hear you.
How is gonna stick it up?
Huh? What?
I'm trying to see how it's gonna suck it up.
Pull it. Pull the top.
Right, but it's
Oh,
not
we'll
like
push it
it's-
down. Stir it. Stir the oh, there it goes. But you have to, here, let me show you. It's like when you're giving medicine to yourself or a kid. But you don't want this to look like this, so of course you're gonna probably have to wipe it off. But in order for you to see, you make sure it's pushed all the way down. You insert it first, and then you pull up. Okay, so what she's doing is creating her own new recipe and her own thing. She wants to insert sour cream in the taco boudin balls. So basically what I'll do is I'll set our garnishes on the plate. Hands are clean. I know you guys hear me cleaning my hands often. So that way when we break it open, we can just put our garnishes on top. Some people don't like onion. We like onions in this house. So we're just gonna do that. She doesn't like much lettuce, so we're just gonna give her a little lettuce and plating the plates like that. She doesn't like cilantro. I like cilantro. But I'm still gonna give her a little cilantro just in case. Like a dab. Because you need patience. You don't have to do it so fast. You pull it up slowly. You don't pull it up fast and rough. You just pull it up slowly like you're taking medicine out of a bottle. And maybe use this to pretty it up so it doesn't look so you can see the sour cream in it. I don't want it. So while she's doing her thing, learning how to be patient and do things carefully and neatly. Okay, here's the towel. I put soap on it so you can wipe it on that for a presentable look.
That's all you need right there for it, or one.
I mean, so with taco sauces, we have this that I just shook and have to wipe off the walls and chairs. And we do have diced jalapenos, because we always forget them, so we're gonna put that there. I had some grilled jalapenos that I put on the grill yesterday that I think I'm gonna use on the side. Alright, you can fix your plate. Your balls. And break it open for the camera a bit. And tell them how it tastes, honestly.
This one right here?
Yeah. You always leave the mess of stuff. So anyway. I think I'm gonna go all out like it's an actual taco. Except my intake corner. We're just gonna pour the cheese just in case we do have those nacho cheese lovers. Honestly, I forgot we were making the taco kind. Damn, you're supposed to hold it up. Never mind. There, cheesy. Taco sauce, jalapenos. So I put these on a grill last night and wrapped them right up. I think I want one of these. Out the kitchen. Out. You're not telling no one how it tastes. You're just eating.
Oh, you'll get my fork.
Don't you have to grab one yourself from somewhere? Because all of these drawers are empty.
Okay, so I'm about to eat it all together.
You can squirt some lime in.
I know how to condiments on there that I like. Just gonna dive in. pretty good, but it just tastes more like a cheesy ball. And then, you know, once you put the condiments and stuff in there, you can get the taco.
Fired. I'm just kidding, y'all. So